Netiquette for great students. What is netiquette? Quite simply, netiquette are rules to follow when participating online. What are the netiquette rules? Try to think of being online as if you were sitting around in a nice restaurant having dinner with your family. You wouldn't belch or spit on the floor, would you? Well, I hope you wouldn't. That's because there are social rules that govern appropriate behavior when you are in public. The same goes for behavior online. There are certain rules you need to follow to have an appropriate online presence. Some good rules to follow are: always be kind, use correct communication, post appropriate information. Let's take a look at each of these in more detail. Always be kind. Although this should be a rule of thumb in life, for some reason we think that we can say or post anything in an online environment and it is okay. After all, we are just being honest or funny or whatever. This is simply not true. You might have been the recipient of your BFF's attempt at humor when she posted that picture of you on Instagram doing a faceplant at the beach last year. How did it make you feel when everyone was teasing you about your lack of grace? You need to keep this in mind when you post anything online. One more thing, sarcasm does not translate well without seeing facial expressions, body language, or hearing tone of voice. Don't use it online. Use appropriate communication. Yes, some of us know some bad words, but don't use them in an online environment. Don't even use the cartoon symbols. It's just not appropriate. And, by the way, don't use text spelling. It is too difficult to read. Don't even go there. Also, be sure to spell check before you post. There is nothing more frustrating than trying to read someone else's poor spelling to understand what they're trying to convey. One last thing, correct capitalization. It isn't cute when you use all lowercase letters. On the other hand, using all caps is like shouting at the top of your lungs and is very difficult to read. Please capitalize correctly. Post appropriate information. Be sure to put your name on everything you post. If you are uncomfortable using your name, then it's probably not worth posting. Never post personal information about yourself or others. There's this not-so-funny story about an actress who went on vacation and posted pictures of herself having fun in the sun. When she arrived home, guess what? She'd been burgled. Everyone does not need to know your personal business, where you attend school, or where you will be at 3 o'clock. This just invites trouble. Personal life is just that, personal. And when you post it in an online environment, everyone can see it, and it never goes away. So keep your life private. Here are my resources. Thanks so much for watching. The end.